my name is Liz and welcome to the tiny Treatery. And today I'm making a caramel apple cake because it's fall. So, due to my mass bake extravaganza, I already have some cake that is baked and is sitting in the freezer. I thought maybe it would be fun to use that vanilla cake as a base and then do something else that's relatively simple for the outside and for filling between the layers to create a new flavor so that I'm not always eating vanilla cake in my taste tests. So what I'm gonna do is make apple compote and put that on top, possibly in between the layers as well. And then I'm also gonna make some salted caramel sauce. That's gonna give me the, caramel apple effect. And I'll also put that in the middle, drizzle it on top. And then I've also made pumpkin spice buttercream, which I just have sitting in my fridge because I made it already. Maybe that's kind of throwing off the caramel apple energy of it all, but it's fall themed, so it's fine, it's whatever. So I'll show the recipe for the apple compote on screen now, both the original yield and the tiny yield, and meet you in the kitchen. Welcome to the kitchen. This recipe consists of apples. I did not want Granny Smith. Honestly, not much of a Granny Smith stan, but I bought these apples after going to school today at Target because it's more on the way than the regular grocery store, and they literally only had Granny Smith, so this was what I was forced to do. Cinnamon, butter, and brown sugar. Which, by the way, do you know about these things? There are these little guys called brown sugar bears, and you soak them in water and then you keep them in your brown sugar so that your brown sugar stays soft, and they're just so cute. And on the back of the package it says, our brown sugar bears are very talented, and they are. Anyway, first things first, let's get measuring. So now I'm supposed to mix the apples and cinnamon together in a bowl, and then on medium heat, melt the butter, and then when the butter is melted, add the brown sugar and stir until it's dissolved. Then add the cinnamon and apples, and then let it simmer for 15 minutes. Oh, and you might have noticed my dark brown sugar was hard, so I'm refreshing my little bear and soaking him in some water, and then we'll put him back in the sugar, but luckily my light brown sugar was still soft enough from whenever I did the bear last. So, yeah. Apples and cinnamon. I don't really see how I'm supposed to mix these together, but I'll do my best with a spoon here. Just try and coat them fairly well. Smells yummy. Dual camera action. Melt the butter. Melt it nice and quickly, which is good because I don't want to waste a bunch of time on this. Now, put the brown sugar in. Stir until dissolved. Wow, it's dissolving real fast. Add the apples. All right, 15 minutes. In the meantime, I can get started on the caramel sauce. So here's the recipe. And as you just saw, it consists of granulated sugar, water, which I just measured out already, so don't have to do that in the measuring segment, milk, salt, and butter. First things first, part 2, let's get measuring. Okay, yeah, these are soft, so this seems done. So I will take this off the heat and let it sit. Okay, so now I'm supposed to put the sugar and water in a pot, which I already did, and let it get to a rolling boil. Should probably stir them together. Don't try that at home. Gonna be a little more careful. So apparently, while I'm waiting for it to boil, I'm supposed to put a lid on it. I don't have a lid for this pot. So now that it's boiling, I'm supposed to remove the lid and let it cook until it's an amber color. And I'm not supposed to stir it now. I'm just supposed to let it do its thing. So hands off, I guess. Okay. So now that it's dark, I'm supposed to remove it from the heat, pour the milk in. Oh man. But be careful because the milk can boil really fast because it's touching the hot caramel. Jesus Christ. It smells like a Yankee candle. This is everything though. Oh my God, I'm an idiot for saying that. Like, no, candles smell like caramel. Caramel does not smell like candles. Candles smell like caramel. Anyway, okay, so we're definitely in trouble here because I'm supposed to whisk this up, but I don't know if I can. Oh, that doesn't look good. Okay, I have to put this down. Sorry, I wanted to show you in the camera, but I cannot because we're having emergencies. It's like hardened. I think I'm supposed to put it back on the heat though and let it boil for a minute. I don't know what to do. I guess I'll let it go for a minute. I don't really know what I'm doing. I think I'm supposed to add the salt now. I just don't know, guys. I don't know. So once it's well combined and liquid, I can take it off the heat and put the butter in. Do we think I've achieved that? Yeah, I think I've done it. This seems a little too liquidy. I feel like I should have thickened more and I messed it up. Well, whatever. I'm gonna let it cool and then I'll return and we'll put it all together and make a cake. Okay, so here's the deal, everyone. This is the real me. This is the raw, authentic me. I ran the dishwasher, but I still had a bunch of other dishes to wash, so that's why my counter looks like this right now. But it is midnight on Thursday to Friday, so today, is upload day. And I've been grading homeworks because I'm a TA for like 3 hours now. I started after I made the cake and I've completed about like 34 of them and I still have like 26 to go. But I looked at the cake and it's falling apart. It's all messed up. Basically, I guess this whole pouring caramel sauce on top of the cake thing was just like not it. It was not a good idea. It's like deteriorating the frosting. I don't know what's happening, if it's just like weighing it down or I don't know. I guess it's not falling apart, but it looks really bad and I think it's gonna look even worse tomorrow. So I was gonna do the taste test tomorrow, but at the risk of it just getting worse and worse, I'm just gonna do it now. So I wanted a little snack anyway. Let's taste the cake. So I don't know, I guess it just looks like grainy and yucky and the caramel is like all melted down and it looks like it's like weighing the frosting down and bringing it with it, and it doesn't look smooth and pretty. It just looks like nasty, honestly. And the buttercream also I had that buttercream for a week because I actually intend to make this cake last week, but I didn't have time, which is why I did the Dalgona candies. So the buttercream's been sitting there for a week, and it also is like grainy. It's not like smooth and creamy and fluffy like buttercream is when you make it fresh. So I guess I kind of learned my lesson that old buttercream just does not hit the same as regular buttercream. And yeah, I kind of realized like when I was gonna pour it on here that this was gonna be a mistake because the caramel sauce was like either way too sticky to pour, or what I did was warm it up in order to get it to be somewhat of a consistency that I could pour, and even then it was still too thick. But obviously heating it up does not behave well with the buttercream because it melts it upon contact and causes these ugly problems. So yeah, not my best work, but it had to happen at some point, right? Honestly, my track record for these little cakes and how cute they are has been like too good for too long, and this is like a humbling moment for me. Kind of ugly, but let's see how it tastes. Honestly, my hopes are not high because this is like a lot going on. You know me, I don't do well with complex flavors and stuff, so we'll see. It just seems nasty. I don't know why I thought this would be a good idea. The real honest answer is that I know that taste tests are more entertaining when I am disgusted by what I'm eating. So I'm doing this for the fans. I forgot there was cake in here. I was like so focused on like the caramel apple of it all that I forgot about the cake. So at least that'll be fun. Things are sticky, not loving that. So anyway, have my little slice here. I don't really know how to approach this. I guess I'll do corner on the top so I can get the caramel and the cake and the pumpkin spice buttercream and the apple compote. I don't want like too much apple. It's like, you know, a little bit of a baby. It's been a while. It has been a while since I have tried something I was afraid of. It smells good, but I'm really worried about this apple texture. Come on, I have papers to grade. I don't have time for this. Anyway, thanks for watching. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so it's really just the texture. Like the flavor, I really like. I like the cinnamon and the pumpkin spice and the all of the flavor. That's all good. I'm really pleased with like the complexity of it all since I've just been doing vanilla cake and vanilla buttercream for so long. So doing something different, I'm definitely happy about that. But that apple texture is just like, I cannot handle it. So let's try one without the apple and see how I feel. Yeah, that is very good. It tastes like fall. It's really nice. I'm getting the pumpkin spice buttercream, but I'm getting like the brown sugar energy from the compote, like remnants that were on top. And the caramel's a nice addition. And because the vanilla cake is neutral, it's not like too overwhelming with what's going on. It's just like a nice cake texture. I think people would like this. If they like the texture of those nasty apples, then they would really like it. And if they don't, just pick them out and eat the rest. It's still really good without that. I hate it. I hate it. I don't know. It's like applesauce, but like, you know, chewy applesauce, which like, it's very heavy though. Like, might be a little overwhelming if you're like a normal person. And because the cakes, as keeps happening to me, they're not like totally even. There's like big gaps around the middle of the cake that I fill with frosting. So then I have these huge globs of pure frosting, which I don't know if I like that, really. It's okay. Once I get past the apple, I'm just enjoying myself, enjoying the fall flavors, enjoying the fact that I have done something new that isn't disgusting. In an unusual turn of events, the cake is ugly, but it tastes good. Great? No, because I don't like the apples. But usually I end up with a lot more complaints about the taste, but it looks gorgeous. So don't judge a book by its cover. If you have some cake filling recommendations or some flavor profile recommendations, let me know. Maybe I'll try it. Anyway, gotta get back to grading now. So thanks for watching and subscribe for more baking adventures.